Contender recap. I want to talk about the first 3 episodes of the Contender so far. It's gotten off to an interesting start, interesting season. It's super middleweights, basically. Let's get right into it. Okay. First of all, they're doing the highlights once again this year, unfortunately, but they are showing the full fights. They're still working out the technical crap. I'm not sure exactly when they're supposed to show it, but it's listed as Contender Uncut. I know that. And it's supposed to be like Wednesday at 12:30 a.m., which is technically like Tuesday night or Thursday or something like that. Just check every night around. Check Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night at midnight. When I say midnight, it's still the night because the sun hasn't come up again yet. You haven't gone to bed yet. It's still the same day. So that's where there's been confusion with that right now, and they don't even know what they're doing, but it's broadcast like a Friday Night Fights type fight. It's got Teddy Atlas, Joe Tessitore calling the fight. I like it a lot better than the Contender presentation that they give. You'll like it a lot better too if you're watching this show. But anyhow, let's talk about the first 6 episodes of the first 3 episodes of Contender. Episode 1, 6 men were eliminated. 2 for this spark testing crap. This was absolutely ridiculous. If these guys are out of shape, why are they on the show in the first place? Why are they even here? But, okay, if they're out of shape, that's their problem. They will tell on themselves when they get in the ring. Let that take care of itself. That's the kind of problem that will take care of itself in the ring. I mean, think about it. James Toney. If he would have been in this, he would have been eliminated. If it were heavyweights or whatever, he would have been eliminated due to the spark testing because he would have almost certainly been the most out-of-shape fighter in the thing. And least hard-hitting and everything else. He's not a hard hitter. He started his career at 160. What do you expect? This spark testing was absolutely ridiculous. The stupidest reason to eliminate people. I did not agree with that whatsoever. Then they eliminated 4 other people. One guy they eliminated for being too heavy. They said they didn't want him to try to cut the weight in a week. Again, that's his business. If he's going to do that, I don't agree with it. But let him, whatever, he was going to lose anyhow, so it doesn't matter. Could have lost his first fight. But anyhow, then LaFaro Bunting, they sent home due to a cut. I thought that was something they should have let him decide, but I can understand it, I guess. Again, he wasn't going to win anyhow, so whatever. And then they eliminated 2 other guys. Henry Buchanan made it. He was one of the first to be accepted into the next week. But then he had to quit the next week due to some kind of family problem or something, so they brought back... I don't even remember the guy's name. They brought some loser back, some little short guy, he's not going to win, but, you know... Santiago or something? I don't know. He did horribly on the spark testing, but not that matters, but whatever. So first week was absolutely horrible. First week was a joke. They sparring on how guys did against one sparring partner. They should have had them spar against each other or something, but whatever. Episode 2 is when the season started really picking up. Huge turnaround from last week. As I've said from the beginning, my pick is going to be Jadon Codrington all the way to win the entire tournament, Contender competition, whatever. And he took the first step toward that by knocking out Brian Vera in 2 rounds. 2 rounds. He already had knocked him out in the amateurs, and he knocked him out here too in the 2nd round. Great job, Jadon Codrington. Glad to see that knockout. 2nd round knockout. Now you can actually catch the fight in its entirety on ESPN's Contender website. Just ESPN.com, somewhere under boxing, you can click on the Contender or whatever, and they got the videos right there. So you can see that on the internet, and they'll be broadcasting it at some point. So be sure to check that out on the Contender Uncut, 12:30, one of the days of the week. And also episode 3, Sam Solomon destroyed Max Alexander. At least it looked like it to me. Haven't seen the full uncut fight yet, but even from the highlights they showed, it looked like Solomon dominated. I'm going to wait for the full result of that, but even the judges had it really wide for Solomon. I was glad because Max Alexander on the show, all he kept trying to do, he was trying to be the Joey Gilbert of this season or something. He was trying to be the sneaky little guy, let's take the easiest fight out. If you're on this competition, go after the hardest fight. I mean, why not? That's me. That's the kind of person I look for, someone that wants to go against the best. I think Sam Solomon would. I think pretty much all of them would want to, except certainly Codrington would, certainly Solomon would, certainly even Bika and people would. Now, a thing I do want to talk about in the Contender shows, that it's not the Contender shows themselves, it's Boxing Talk and Greg Leon. Every year, 3 years in a row, this year included, they have come on and they have given away spoilers to the show. Right there on the front page. And they're usually right. They've been right every time so far. I expect them to be right this time. Not going to tell you what the spoilers were. If you want to ruin it for yourself, you can probably go on there. Or you can probably go to a forum somewhere and someone will tell you what Boxing Talk said. It's disrespectful to go on there. They're trying to be cutting edge reporting and all this breaking news crap. Okay, that's fine. At least have Contender result spoilers here. Click in if you want to see them. Don't put them on the main page for everyone to read. This show, The Contender, it's a good show. It's not perfect. It's definitely got its problems, but it's a positive show for boxing. It's bringing people, it's a good thing for boxing. It's bringing more fans to boxing. It's getting it more exposure, positive exposure for a change. And then this Boxing Talk, they're supposed to be pro-boxing, I would think. They go on and they try, it just pisses me off. They try to ruin the show for everyone. So what's that going to do? That's going to say to someone, okay, if they find out their favorite fighter is going to lose, they might not watch anymore at all. Or, they might, or if this is the Contender finals or something, they're like, well, no need to watch the show till it gets to that point. Something like that. It's not good. It's not good to do that. Plus, you're just ruining it for people. Even if people are going to watch, it takes away from the excitement of watching the show, of not knowing. And I hate that and quit doing it. You're idiots for doing that.